Hello, good morning students. This is Ruchika Sharma, your economics teacher. Back with third part of the same chapter, that is the story of village Palampur. First of all, I hope you all are fit and fine, staying at home, staying safe, but keep learning and keep revising the content that we do in video lessons. Now, before starting part 3 of your current chapter, that is chapter number 1, the story of village Palampur, let's revise what we have already done in our previous video lessons. After giving you introduction of village Palampur and different economic activities undertaken in village, main topic that we had done is factors of production. These are the requirements for the process of production of goods and services. These include land, labor, capital, and entrepreneur. After factors of production, we had done detailed description of farming in Palampur. Firstly, we had gone through reasons for fixity of land, that are, as 75% of people depend upon farming and all uncultivated land has already been converted into cultivable land, therefore farmers of Palampur had to look for alternate ways that include multiple cropping and modern methods of farming. Multiple cropping refers to the system of growing more than one crop on a piece of land during the year. Different crops like jowar, bajra, potato, sugarcane, wheat are grown in village Palampur under multiple cropping. On the other hand, adoption of modern methods include use of HYV seeds, chemical fertilizers, and modern machinery in farming. Lastly, we had done the topic of land sustainability, in which all the major concerns involved in modern methods were explained, along with the land distribution system of Palampur, which is highly unequal. Now, let's read out the topics that we are going to cover in today's video lesson. Number 1, who will provide the labor? We will be learning who will work in fields. Next, the capital needed in farming. What kind of capital and how do farmers accumulate that capital? Sale of surplus farmland products. Lastly, we will also read about other activities than farming that are done in Palampur, and these are mainly non-farming activities, transport, dairy, small-scale manufacturing, etc. After doing this, we will be completing chapter 1 of economics. So, let's get started. As detailed description of land has been given to you, now let's learn more about second most important factor for production, that is labor. As we know, farming requires a great deal of hard work. So let's learn about different types of laborers hired by different types of farmers. Firstly, let's talk about small farmers. Small farmers, along with their families, cultivate their own fields. They rarely hire laborers from outside. Next, medium and large farmers hire farm laborers to work on their fields. Farm laborers belong to landless families or families cultivating small plots of land. But these laborers do not enjoy any kind of right over the crop grown on the fields of medium and large farmers. And They are paid wages by the farmers for whom they work. Wages can be in cash or in kind. Kind includes crops. They will be getting crops in return of the hard work done on the fields of other farmers. Let's talk more about the lifestyle and work of farm laborers. The wages that are given to farm laborers are also not standardized. These vary from region to region, from crop to crop, from one farm activity to another farm activity. Maybe they are getting different wage rates for sowing and harvesting activity. Even there is a wide variation in the duration of employment. Laborer might be employed on a daily basis or for one particular farm activity like harvesting or for the whole year. Now, there is a case study given in your NCERT book that is about one farm laborer working in the village Palampur whose name is Dala. Dala works on daily basis in Palampur. Undoubtedly, minimum wages set by the government is rupees 115 per day, but he gets only 80 rupees. Now take 1 minute to go through the conversation done between Dala and Ramkali, who is another farm laborer working in the same village. After reading the conversation of Dala and Ramkali, you people are able to understand and answer the following two questions. First, why are Dala and Ramkali poor? And the second one, why does Dala get lower than minimum wages? The hint for answer number 2 is the heavy competition for work among the farm laborers in Palampur, so people agree to work for lower wages. This was all about the wages and lifestyle of farm laborers in the village Palampur. Now, let's learn about the capital needed in farming. With the adoption of modern methods of farming, farmers now need more money than before, as modern methods of farming require a great deal of capital. If we talk about small farmers, then to arrange for capital, they have to borrow money from large farmers or village moneylenders or the traders. The main drawback of borrowing money from them is high rate of interest. The cost of borrowing money is very high that small farmers cannot bear to repay. On the other hand, if we talk about medium and large farmers, then we come to know that they have their adequate savings to arrange for capital. There is a story of Savita given in your book. Savita is a small farmer, and by going through the case study given, you can understand the plight of small farmers of India. Savita is having only 1 hectare of land, and to arrange for its needs like seeds, fertilizers, pesticides, and get her instruments repaired, she needs some cash, which she has borrowed from Tejpal Singh, who is a large farmer, at the rate of interest of 24%. As we all can see, the rate of interest is quite high, so it would be difficult for Savita to repay the debt. For this, she promised to work as a farm laborer on the farm of Tejpal Singh at just the wage rate of 35 rupees per day. So, harvesting period. During this period, she has to work as a farm laborer in Tejpal Singh's farm. She has to work on her own field, and as a mother of 3 children, she has a lot of household responsibilities too. So, this was a case of a normal small farmers of India. We all can analyze the situation and challenge faced by all of these. Now is the time to do a small exercise that is also given in NCERT book. You can take help of NCERT book. The link is always given on FB post. Fill in the blanks and you will able to understand the concept even more. Go through the exercise for 2 minutes. Next topic is the sale of surplus farm products. We know in commercial farming, farmers need to sell the crop in the market. Now let's understand whether all the farmers of Palampur are selling the products in the market or are keeping the product with them for their own consumption. Here, farmers retain a part of the wheat for the family's consumption and sell the surplus wheat in the market. In case of small farmers, they produce a little, so substantial share is kept for their own needs. While the case is just opposite in medium and large farmers. They supply wheat to the market. The traders buy the wheat and sell it further to shopkeepers in the towns and cities. Now, after selling the surplus production in the market, question arises, what does large farmer do with their earnings? Most of the money is saved in their bank accounts, and later on they use these savings to lend to small and marginal farmers, and they even use it to arrange for the working and fixed capital in the next year. Some of them also like to set up shops where they can sell their produced goods. So we have learnt about farming as the main production activity in Palampur. Now we will be reading some non-farm production activities. Firstly, I would like to tell you that only 25% of the working population of Palampur are engaged in such activities. That includes dairy, small scale manufacturing, the shopkeeping, and transport. Let's go through each of these in detail. People of Palampur feed their buffaloes on various kinds of grass and kharif crops grown there like the jawar and bajra. The milk is sold in Raiganj. Traders from Shahpur town have set up collection centers at Raiganj from where milk is transported to other areas. If we talk about small scale manufacturing, then less than 50 people are engaged in this in Palampur. This involves very simple production method and are done on a small scale, mostly at home or in the fields with the help of family members only. Then comes the shopkeepers of Palampur who buy various goods from wholesale markets and then sell them in the village. They sell items like rice, wheat, sugar, and other consumer goods. Lastly, we have transport, which is a very fast developing sector of that area. Rickshawalas, tongawalas, jeep, tractor, trucks are used to connect Palampur to Raiganj and other neighboring areas. Students, that's it for today. Let's recapitulate what we have done today. Firstly, we learned about the farm laborers of Palampur, then how farmers in Palampur accumulate their capital. And with the help of commercial farming and earnings by selling the surplus farm production in the market, they lend to small farmers and even use the surplus amount to arrange capital in the next year. Lastly, we have read about non-farm activities which includes dairy, small scale manufacturing, shopkeeping and transport. So that's it for today. Don't forget to answer the questions given in the worksheet along with the video lesson. And solution of previously given worksheet is also given. Write the answers in your notebook as per availability. See you again. Keep learning, keep hard working. Thank you.